Good morning, all. In this lecture, I am discussing about an introduction to mathematical tools used in digital image processing. Okay, those will be. So, if you are taking the mathematical tools in digital image processing, array versus matrix operations, linear versus nonlinear operations, arithmetic operations, basic set operations, logical operations, spatial operations, vector and matrix operations. Okay, these are the operations, these are the mathematical tools we are using in digital image processing. Here, array versus matrix operations. Okay, suppose if you are taking, these are the two arrays A11, A12, A21, A22, B11, B12, B21, B22. These are the two arrays. If you are doing the array product of these two images, here each image is represented in terms of a matrix. Okay, remember this point. Each image represented in the form of a matrix. Okay, suppose if you are taking two images having these two matrices, then if you are doing array product between these two images, then what we are getting here, A11, A12, A21, A22. This is one image matrix, and B11, B12, B21, B22. This is another image matrix. If we are applying array product between these two images, then we are getting, just we are multiplying, this is like an array. That means A11, A12, A21, A22. B11, B12, B21, B22. So here by multiplying means here just the corresponding elements will be multiplied. That means the first element becomes A11 into B11. The second element is A12 into B12. The third element is A21 into B21. The fourth element is A22 into B22. Okay, see here. So if you are doing the array multiplication here, if I are doing array multiplication, A11 into B11, A12 into B12, A21 into B21, and A22 into B22. Okay, these are the array multiplications. These are the elements we are getting by doing array multiplications here. Suppose if you are doing matrix product, if you are doing matrix operations in these two images, you are getting like matrix multiplication. Okay, matrix multiplication, A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21. This is the first element. Next, the second element is A11 B12 plus A12 into B22. Okay, this is the second element. Next, A21 into B11 plus A22 into B21. Next, A21 into B12 plus A22 into B22. These are the four elements if you are doing matrix product in between the two images. Okay, see here. These are the two images. Then if you are doing array product between the two images, then we are getting, this is the resultant image. Okay, suppose if you are doing matrix product, then this is the resultant image. Okay, this is the resultant image. Linear versus non-linear operations. Here, if you are taking linear versus non-linear operations, here h of f of x comma y. Here we are taking the image in a two-dimensional image is taking in the form of f of x comma y, function of x comma y. Here x comma y are called spatial coordinates. Okay, if you are doing any operation on that f of x comma y, if you are taking linear operator, that will be represented here as h. Okay, if you are applying the linear operator on f of x comma y, then that will be equal to g of x comma y is equal to g of x comma y. Okay, so here if h is said to be a linear operator, this h is a linear operator, h of, that means we are doing the linear operation on ai fi of x comma y plus aj fj of x comma y. Okay, this is the summation of this ai and aj are scalar units. Okay, this ai and aj are scalar units. Here we are multiplying fi of x comma y with the scalar ai, and fj of x comma y is with the scalar aj. Okay, so by summing these two and applying a linear operator here, this will become ai, the linear operation of fi of x comma y, plus aj, the linear operation of fj of x comma y. Okay, here if you are applying the linear operation on f of x comma y, that will become g of x comma y. That's why here we are applying the linear operation on fi of x comma y, fi of x comma y, that is gi of x comma y. That's why ai gi of x comma y plus aj gj of x comma y, aj gj of x comma y. So this, in this way, if you are applying the linear operator on this, this is the resultant image. Okay, if you are taking the summation on the same summation operation, for example, if you are taking the linear operator as summation, then this will become summation ai fi of x comma y plus summation aj fj of x comma y. Here ai and aj are scalar units, that means coefficients. So ai is take out summation fi of x comma y plus aj summation of fj of x comma y is equal to ai summation fi of x comma y means, so if you are summing f1 of xy like that, f1 of xy plus f2 of xy plus f3 of xy plus and so on, those will be gi of x comma y. Okay, plus aj, this will become gj of x comma y. Here we are taking linear operator as h, that operator is taking here as summation. Okay, so if these two are equal, then those will be the linear operations. Suppose if you are not equal, we will be getting these two equations. These two expressions are not equal, then that will become non-linear operations. Okay. Next, arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations means generally we know the arithmetic operations are the arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. If you are taking this here, addition, that will be here f of x comma y is representing one of the point in image, and g of x comma y is taking another in the image. So if you are doing the addition operation here, then that will be represented as s of x comma y, just sum. For representing sum, here we are taking s of x comma y. Okay, next minus, that means that is the difference. So d of x comma y, this is into, that means that will be represented as p, product of x comma y. Division, that will be represented in V of x comma y. Okay, so if we are taking any pixels in the image and we are doing arithmetic operations on that pixels, okay, those arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Next operations will be basic set operations. Basic set operations. So if we are taking the set, set means if you are doing any experiment, you are getting some of the outputs. Those outputs will be taken in the form of a set. Okay, so the first one is in this digital image processing, we are using the set operations are null or empty set. Null or empty set. That means null set means if we are not getting any element in that set, then that set is called null set. Okay, if we are not getting any element in the set, that will be null set or empty set. Okay, the next one is subset. Subset, that means here if you are taking the subset, suppose for example, if you are taking a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and b equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Suppose if you are taking the two sets as a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and b equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you are taking subset operation, subset means here by observing these two sets, A is subset of B. A is a subset of B. The meaning here is the elements in A are included in the elements in B also. Okay, so whatever the elements in A, those will be present in B also. So that by this is represented as A is subset of B. Okay, all the elements in A are included in B also. Then we are saying that will be the subset. Okay, if you are doing union operation, if we are doing union operation, okay, what is union operation? By combining the elements in A and elements in B. By combining the elements in A and elements in B, then if you are doing union operation, then the result will be combining the elements in A and elements in B. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this in this way you are getting the union of two sets. Okay, suppose the next set operation is intersection. What is meant by intersection? If we are taking the common elements in the two sets, if you are taking the common elements in the two sets, that will be called as intersection. So the intersection operation having the result, both the common elements means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the common elements we are having. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by applying intersection operation, here the resultant set becomes, this is the resultant set. Both the two sets having the common elements. Okay, so whatever the common elements, those will belongs to the intersection. Okay, the next one is disjoint or mutually exclusive. Disjoint or mutually exclusive. So what is meant by disjoint or mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive means if we are taking any two events, if we are taking any two events, those two events are not having any common elements, are not having any common elements, then those two sets are called mutually exclusive. Suppose if you are taking A equal to 1, 3, 5, B equal to 2, 4, 6. A is taking odd numbers and B is taking even numbers. Suppose if the set A is 1, 3, 5, set B is 2, 4, 6. What is the intersection part between these two sets? Intersection part means what are the common elements in these two sets? We are not getting any common elements. Okay, we are not getting any common elements. That means here the intersection part is 0. The intersection part is 0. Okay, so like this. So these events are called mutually exclusive events. Okay, if any two events are not having any common elements, then those two events are called mutually exclusive events. Okay, the next one is universal setup. Universal setup. Okay, universal setup. So here, if you are taking universal set, if you are considering all the elements in any experiment, those will be called as universal setup. Okay, so here, if you are taking suppose U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is universal setup. Okay. Suppose if you are doing rolling data experiment, then the universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you are doing tossing a coin experiment, then the universal set is head and tail. That means that is also equal to the sample space. Universal set is nothing but sample space. That means if you are doing any experiment, you are taking all the outcomes in that experiment, then that set is called a universal set. Okay, next complement of set. Complement of set. Suppose here if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Here the universal set is taking as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here, if you are taking the complement, so whatever the elements in universal set is included in this A, that will be eliminated and the remaining elements will be considered. So A complement is equal to A complement is equal to, we are getting, if you are doing complement operation here, you are getting 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Okay, complement of A. Complement of A having 5, 6. The next one is difference of sets. Difference of sets. Suppose if you are taking another set, B is equal to 1, comma 3. B is equal to 1, comma 3. Here, if we are applying difference of sets, difference of A and B, difference of A and B, difference of A and B. Here, we are taking A and B is equal to, that means A having the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, B having the elements 1, comma 3. So if you are taking the difference, then the elements are 2, comma 4, 2, comma 4. The elements are 2, comma 4. This is the difference of sets. In this way, we are doing the basic set operations in sets. Okay. The next one is basic set operations. Here, if you are taking this is A set A, and this is set B. Okay. So A union B means we are combining all the elements in B. Okay. We are taking all the part here. Okay. A intersection B. Only we are considering this common part. Okay. A complement. A complement means suppose if this total is universal set, if this will be totally universal set, A complement means we are getting except this A. Except this A, we are getting this is the total result for A complement. A minus B. This is A and this is B. A minus B means we are getting only this set, only this part. Okay, only this part, A minus B. So these are the diagrams here. The next two operations are logical operations. Logical operations are or, and, not, XR. Or, and, not, XR. These are the logical operations. If we are taking OR operation, that will be equivalent to addition operation. That will be equivalent to addition operation. For logical OR operation, if you are taking the statements, here these logical operations are doing in binary images. Binary images. Binary images in the sense you are taking only binary numbers. Those will be 1 and 0. 1 and 0. 1 will be taking as high and 0 will be taking as low. Okay. 1 will be taking as high and 0 will be taking as high. Here OR operation is performed. In this OR operation, the statement is if any one of the input is high, then the output is high. If any one of the input is high, then the output is high. This will be equivalent to, simply we are saying, this will be equivalent to like addition operation. Okay. The next one is AND operation. AND operation. Here, what is the statement for this AND operation? That means if we are taking and both the inputs are high, then only the output is high. Okay. If both the inputs are high, then only the output is high. This will be easily, we are saying, this will be equivalent to multiplication operation. Next, NOT operation. NOT operation. NOT operation means here, this will be equivalent to, suppose if you are getting 1 as an input, the output is 0. If 0 is an input, the output is 1. Okay. So that will be the NOT operation. Next, XOR operation. That means exclusive OR operation. The statement for this exclusive OR operation is if the two inputs are equal, then the output is low. If the two inputs are not equal, then the output is high. Okay. If the two inputs are equal, the output is low. If the two inputs are unequal, the output is high. Okay. If you are taking the truth tables, R truth table is, suppose if you are taking two elements A and B, in between for this A and B, if you are taking OR operation, A, B, OR operation, we are getting 4 combinations here. 2 inputs means we are getting 4 combinations. Those will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So we are getting the outputs 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, that will be OR operation. Based on that, we are saying the statement as if any one of the input is high, the output is high. Next one is AND operation. So if you are taking A, B and AND operation, then the inputs are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. The outputs are 0, 0, 0, 1. That means here we are getting, if both the inputs are high, then only the output is high. If you are taking NOT operation, in this we are taking only one input. If A is A and A bar. If A is taking as 1, A bar becomes 0. If A is taking as 0, A bar becomes 1. Next, exclusive OR. Exclusive OR. That means here in this exclusive OR operation, A, B, A, XOR B means 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. The outputs becomes 0, 1, 1, 0. That means here if both the inputs are equal, then the output is low. If both the inputs are unequal, the output is high. Okay, so this in these logical operations here, illustration of logical operations. So if see here, this will be total set here A operation. This will be A. This white is A. So if you are applying NOT operation on A, then so except this A, we are taking all. Okay. This represents suppose if A, if this white color represents 1 and this black color represents 0. Okay. Here A is equal to 1. If you are applying NOT operation in this, A be not A, so that will be 0. That will be 0. Okay. Next, here if you are taking 2 inputs A and B, so A is 1 in this position, B is 1 in this position. A and B, that means here if you are doing AND operation, what is the statement? If both the inputs are 1, then only the output is 1. That means if both the inputs are high, then only the output is high. If we are observing the positions here, so only this part and here this part, both are overlapped here. Okay, that's why by doing AND operation, we are getting this part is the result. Okay, next this will be A and this will be B here. By doing OR operation, OR means here combination, combining both. If any one of the input is high, then the output is high. So by combining these two here, we are getting the resultant is this is the resultant. Next, if you are taking this will be A and this will be B and NOT. If you are taking AND operation, so we are getting only this part. If you are doing NOT operation on this result, we are getting this part. Okay. Next, XR. XR means if both the inputs are equal, then the output is 0. If one of the input, if both the inputs are unequal, then the output is high. Observe here. So only this part, if you are taking this part equal. So that's why here 0, darken. Okay. Next, only at this part only, if you are taking this some part, so here also equal. That's why here also we are getting this black, that means 0. Next, if you are considering here and here, if both the inputs are unequal, so at these parts we are getting white color, that means high. Okay, so these are the operations we are using in image processing. Next, spatial operations. Spatial operations, those will be single pixel operations, neighborhood operations, geometric spatial transformations, and image registrations. Okay, and image registration. Single pixel operations, neighborhood operations, geometric spatial transformations, and image registrations. Okay, so if you are taking single pixel operations, the simplest operation we perform on a digital image is to alter the values of its individual pixels based on their intensity. So based on the intensity level, we are taking this pixel operations. Okay, this type of process may be expressed as a transformation function. Transformation function. Here we are taking S equal to T of Z. S equal to T of Z, where Z is the intensity of a pixel in the original image and S is the intensity of the corresponding pixel in the processed image. In the processed image. Here, this Z represents the intensity of a pixel in the original image, and S is the S means this is the intensity of the corresponding pixel in the processed image. Okay, here if you are taking in spatial coordinates, that will be x comma y is equal to transformation of v comma w. Okay, so here if you are taking like this x y1 in matrix form, v w1 of t. Okay, so if t is this is a t matrix, then you are taking the matrix operation like this. So the next is affine transformations. Affine transformations. So if you are taking affine matrix as T, here the affine matrix as T. This is affine matrix as T. So here if this will be T, then the coordinate equation becomes this will be identity matrix. T is taking as identity matrix. Then if you are substituting this T here, then we are getting the coordinate equations are x equal to v and y equal to w. So this will be as diagrammatically the t below the t is displayed like this. Okay. The next one is scaling. That means increasing. So if you are scaling, so this is the matrix we are taking. Affine matrix is this will be. So if you are taking affine matrix like this, that will be substituted here instead of t. Then we are getting these are the coordinate equations. Then t display like this. Okay. Next rotation, and that means here whatever the image you are requiring, based on that we are taking the affine matrix here. Okay. So if rotation will require, then the affine matrix is taking like this. So that if that will be substituted here, then we are getting the coordinate equations like this, and the figure, the t displays like this. Okay. Next, translation. Then the affine matrix is taking this and by substituting we are getting the coordinate equations like this, and t displays here. Translation from here to here. If we observe here, the origin will be here, x-axis, y-axis. The origin will be in the middle. So here if we are observing, the origin will be somewhere. That means translation. Translation will be occurred. Transfer this t into some other positions. Okay. Next, shade. That means vertical. Vertically translated. So for that, we are taking the affine matrix is like this. By substituting this affine matrix, the coordinate equations are, these are the coordinate equations. Okay, these are the coordinate equations. Then t displays like this. Okay. Next, shade horizontal. So this is the affine matrix we are taking t. So by substituting, you are getting coordinate equations are, these are the coordinate equations, and the t displays like this. So here we are taking different affine transformations. These are the different affine transformations are using. These are the different styles to display the image. Okay, so now these are the operations we are performing. That means mathematical tools we are using in digital image processing. Okay, thank you.